I'm reporting on the Wynn adjudicatory hearing from the Boston Convention and Exhibition Center in downtown Boston. And the mood is pretty somber at this point because a lot of people are really concerned about whether or not the Wynn Resorts is going to get their license. It's under review because of the sexual harassment allegations that were made. And I'd have to say that it's a pretty even mix in terms of those who think that they should continue to run a casino here and those who do not. The report that was done by the Investigative Bureau of the Massachusetts Gaming Commission was submitted in written form to most people. The media actually got a copy of it in digital, but the fact is that it's a 200-page report plus about another 150 pages of appendices, which we're trying to consume and read that in the 15 minutes of time that we had when we first got the thing. So there are a lot of details within the report that we haven't really gone through and gotten all the details on. But the fact is that that's the same for anybody else who just showed up at this hearing. The commissioners actually got a copy of the report a little bit earlier and were able to look into it so they could ask some important questions. So this morning's hearing basically was an explanation of the report from the IEB, which is the investigative branch of the Massachusetts Gaming Commission. And then they had a couple of witnesses that kind of explained just exactly how they went about gathering the information. And then a sexual harassment law expert who was in testimony. And then also a financial expert who basically indicated that the Wynn Resort company is able to continue its obligations and commitments financially despite what happened when the sexual harassment disclosures were made. Well, I think that one of the biggies was that they made a determination that in fact the company Wynn Resorts executives did attempt to prevent the Massachusetts Gaming Commission from finding out about a settlement that was made back in 2003 involving Steve Wynn and a manicurist who accused him of having sex with her. So the accusation basically is there saying that the Wynn executives who were in charge did try to keep this away from them. Well, the way the company has responded, though, is that all those people who were involved in that cover-up are now no longer with the company. Well, this afternoon, we'll probably hear some testimony from, or some questioning, actually, of some of these new board members. They're going to try to establish that these new board members are suitable as license holders in the state of Massachusetts. And there's about some that need to go through. There's some additional executives that will be questioned. What happens next is there will be several members of the Wynn Board of Directors, the new members of the Board of Directors, who will be questioned by the commissioners to determine whether they are suitable to be licensees for gaming in the state of Massachusetts. So there'll be also some new executives who will be questioned. Same thing, it's a suitability hearing for them. Then once that's completed, Wynn Resorts will have the opportunity to make their own case as to why they feel they should continue to have a gaming license in the state, and that will pretty much wrap things up. I expect that that's going to occur not just today, but tomorrow as well.